What's up, everybody? Testing, testing. I think it's coming through. This should be coming through. What's up, Big G?
Hello.
Okay. Ooh, I gotta put my headphones in first of all. Let me get my headphones in real quick. I'm sorry, I forgot all about that. Where are they? What's up, everybody? I hope everybody's doing well. I kind of turned Big G down so I can't hear what he's saying. He could say whatever he wants. But, damn, what's up? Where the hell are my head? Wait a minute. How did this happen? Where's the end of this cord? Here's the end of this cord. What the hell? My headphones are fluorescent green. There they are. They were in the closet. I forgot to bring them out when I came out of there. Damn. Okay. This show, so far, it's going good, actually, because, like, I got stuff going on up here. Like, there's a chat and everything. I got the watermarks. There's even links in the description to Wire Talk with Big G, but I could actually talk as I do this. So, Wire Talk with Big G. Oh, man. I've known Wire Talk with Big G for years now. There you go. I could hear you now. So, yeah. So, how you doing today, Big G?
I am fairly medicated.
Yeah? Good. I guess that's good, right? What?
All good, man, all good.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so Big G is, just to give you a rundown of who Big G is, we've definitely streamed a lot. I do think that you may be one of the people I stream with the most. I can't really think of too many other people. And we've done a lot of different things, too. I was thinking about it. Between, like, you know, vape channels, other people's channels, each other's channels, like, streaming, like, drinking shows and stuff. And then, like, there was a time where, like, the Tourette show, remember? And then we would be on, remember the guys with Tourette's? I was telling Louie about that.
The misfits.
Yeah.
Yep.
That shit's crazy.
They're still going.
Yeah, they were doing good, like, when they started, when they really started moving with that channel. I remember they were doing...
Actually, a few people in chat that are misfits regulars.
Yeah.
Tyler would be called. Red Island.
Yeah, let me actually say...
Apparently I need turned up.
You need to be turned up. Okay, hold on. Yeah, you do. Mic check again. Go ahead.
Testes. 1, 2.
You should be perfect now. I might need to be turned up now. I'm just gonna keep and then you might need to be turned up, and then I'll turn up me again, and then we'll just send it to 100. But yeah, we haven't talked in a while. We haven't been live in a while.
No, it's
yeah.
been a while, man.
One of our, because you haven't done a COIL club yet, right? I
No.
don't think so. I think that was only like 3 people I did. But I think one of the last times we were live together, it was probably playing video games or something, or
Yeah,
maybe drinking
I think
live.
it
It was
was.
probably something like that.
It was either video games or one of Sherlock's
Yeah,
cross streams.
yeah. There. Let me get my chat over here so I could see it in
On
front of me.
Sorry, folks, I won't be building because,
Mm.
as I said, I'm fairly medicated, but I have a dose of the twitches today,
Yeah,
so no chance.
yeah. Now, I don't know if I was going to build either. So yeah, nobody. This isn't the new guy. So yeah, so Big G is responsible for like my profile picture. Like he drew that profile picture, the one in the thumbnail, the picture of me with the drill and Ned in the window. He drew that, and then also he does the intro that just played before we came on here. Also, he was on the same COIL build team as me, the Resistance crew.
Still am,
Yeah.
still am.
So how's that going?
It isn't.
Are you the are you the only one?
Dude, I
Is
don't
there like a
remember the
chat room
last. The messenger's still going. The TRC messenger's still up.
and people are in there?
It's still the same lineup since you left,
Yeah.
but I haven't had any message notifications from the guys in God, at least a year.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of away doing their own things, like Richie, Proby 300.
Yeah.
He's away doing photography exclusively, and the rest of the guys, like Nick Fenton, I think he's pretty much gave up on
Yeah.
oil building
He
altogether.
he pops in every once in a while.
Does he?
Yeah, it's kind of a shame. Like with the build teams are like they were a lot of fun. Like a lot of the things was a lot of fun. Even when we were like playing video games or just drinking on live stream, it was a lot of fun. And then like something happened during the pandemic where people I think just got interested in different things, and vaping
Yeah,
didn't have too good of a light. So
life happened.
yeah, life happened. I think around that time too, I was kind of like so burnt out of building that I was just looking for different stuff to do streaming.
Same.
And yeah, so I seen that you have like you do them videos with the metal music, the reacting to metal music. What would you say you're
Yeah.
like into the most now? Your one man stands?
Um. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much where my main focus is now. Is the one man stands thing, which is, excuse me, it's a mix of metal and kind of EDM,
Yeah.
electronic music.
Hmm.
Obviously the first album is exclusively electronic music, and it isn't shit, by the way, folks. It isn't shit. It sounds. I'm not just saying this because it's my own thing, but it was mixed professionally
Yeah.
by a guy up in Belfast who does a lot of big name metal bands
Yeah.
nowadays. JSR Audio. So the album sounds fucking phenomenal from if you go back and listen to the demo version that I released initially, he took that and just done a phenomenal job. So it isn't shit because
Mm.
I know there's probably folk that sit here and see me releasing stuff online and go, oh yeah, this is going to be just the Ross Geller kind of thing, like just me
Yeah.
sitting making noises on a keyboard. But it is, I'm so fucking proud of it, man. So fucking
Yeah,
proud of it.
and that's
It's
kind
the
of what you have to do.
first thing I've ever done on my own musically,
Mhm.
and I'm really proud of it. But it's, as I said, it's a mix of metal. I'm doing a lot of covers now. Um, just trying to kind of find my feet again with metal because I want to do a kind of crossover album
Yeah.
between the two styles.
What when would you say you started like messing with music, like any kind of instrument? Like when's the first time you picked up an instrument?
The very first time I was about 8 or 9, and it was keyboards.
Uh-huh.
Keyboards was keyboards. You could say as my first instrument,
It's a good
but
one to be first on.
I
That's like an
I
important
say
one.
it's I properly got into music when I got my first bass guitar
Mm-hmm.
when I was 14.
Yeah.
So I've been playing for like 30, it'll be 33 years this April.
Mm.
I've been playing bass. So that's my first instrument properly. But obviously with the one man stands thing, I rediscovered my love for keyboards.
They
Um,
are a lot of fun. I do. Like, we
but
got
yeah,
one for Ava for Christmas the one year, and it's just sitting down the basement. I don't think she used it once. I, like, literally have, like,
yeah,
a new keyboard I could probably hook up to this computer.
do it, man. It's so
Yeah.
easy to do, and you lose hours in a
Mm.
good way. In a good way, you lose hours. You know, the outside world just disappears.
That's kind of what it's all
You know.
about, too. That's something I'm noticing. Like, even when I was just, like, playing Fortnite, sometimes it's just an escape. Like, it's something to keep my mind busy off all the
Hmm.
commotion, because there is no sense in worrying about it. I do kind of be I am kind of like a worry wart. And also, like, so what I've always liked about you, and I probably said this so many times, but like, and there's so many people like this. So, like, I know it's going to sound like a lot of like compliments or a lot of like kissing each other's asses or whatever, but you do have a lot of talents in a lot of different things. And I don't think that that is like a coincidence. And I don't think I think a lot of people have this, but I think some people are just more focused on their creativity than others. Um,
Yeah.
and it's weird. Like most artists are also very like they're almost simple and complex. Like oh well, everybody is simple and complex. But like what I mean is most of the artists, like the COIL builders, nobody like dresses flashy or is like there is not like a lot of like I don't know how to explain it. It's a very humble community, not just
Mhm.
coil building, but artists in general. Like it's almost sometimes it's okay to just waste time away making a song. But not only is it okay to waste time away, but that's like all you want to do is just waste time away and
Yeah.
creating something.
Yep.
And it's so important because like half the day I just spend like thinking in my head. I think most artists are like deep thinkers, and that could
Oh
really
yeah.
get you in trouble if you're not keeping that mind like interested and stuff. That's just kind of what I noticed.
That's a
Yeah.
big part of why I do it because of you know yourself without getting into too much
Mhm.
excruciating detail. 2 years ago, a big life change happened.
Yeah.
A lot of the folks know in here anyway, but
Mhm.
I'm not going to go into it. But
Mhm.
big life change happened, and I found myself uprooted. I had to
Mhm.
move out of the house that I was in for 6 years,
Yeah.
almost seven. And I'm back at my mother's in a small flat, and this is small.
Yeah.
So it's very, very cramped, and my headspace wasn't good.
Yeah.
And I needed something. I'm disabled, so
Mhm.
I needed something to put my brain into because when you're sitting, like you said, when you're sitting alone with nothing to do, all that shit starts
Yep.
happening in your head again. You know,
Mhm.
so you start dwelling on a lot of not bad things, but darker things. You can't help your brain sometimes, you know, especially with depression. But
Mhm.
um, I just needed something to put my efforts into,
Yeah.
and music is the one thing I've always never been sick of. I
Yeah.
could literally spend all day, every day playing music, which is pretty much all I do now anyway. But
Yeah. Could you imagine a life without music? Like I can't even imagine. Like
oh
I couldn't
God,
survive without it. There's so many times music has got me through like so many hard times that it's actually crazy.
yeah,
That is something I did want to say because you have in the past like touched on like depression and stuff, and there was a lot of people
hmm
like in the community that have touched on it, and I've always been about my drug recovery, and I remember saying back then on a couple occasions like as long as I'm not on drugs I typically don't get depressed. I believe in depression but I never had to deal with it, and it seems like the past 2 years I've been eating my fucking foot because it's like man it hit me out of nowhere, and there's
it's
a
a
whole
lot more
bunch of shit
common
I've
than
been learning
people.
about myself.
Yeah, it's more common than people
Yeah,
realize.
I feel like I have like late setting ADHD. I don't know. There's just things
Dude, I
that.
could have told you this 4 years ago because I saw the signs.
Yeah,
Do you know
so
what I
like
mean? I
now that
saw the
I'm
signs
looking,
years ago.
yes,
But
now that I'm looking back at my
something you need to
life,
find
I
for
am
yourself.
starting to think like it wasn't like late set ADHD. I think maybe it was just like a mild thing. And then when like
Mm.
stuff goes wrong for me, I'm like, oh man. Like today I kind of had a bad day and it just like sometimes like I don't know how to explain depression too much, but how I get with my racing thoughts and I'm very impulsive and sometimes I'll say stuff to people I don't really mean. And it's
Oh yeah.
because and it's like there's like a talk to be had with like if you're if you're suicidal to say something to people, but sometimes it's like I noticed like I was having these conversations with myself months ago like yeah, I don't want to say nothing to nobody because they're all going to think I'm crazy. And it's
Mhm.
like you get to that and then you get to these thoughts where it's like yeah, I get impulsive and in that moment everything feels so bad to me that it's all over and I don't really care whose feelings I hurt because I'm just done with the world, so I just say whatever the fuck I want because at that
Yeah.
moment I'm done with the world. And it doesn't mean like yeah, that's pretty much it.
Sadly, the ones closest to you are usually the ones that are on the receiving end.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah, it's like yeah, that's exactly true. There's definitely people in my life like I always have to pick up the phone and call and bother them, and it's fucked up because I don't know. I even think sometimes I could be pretty damn persuasive, even if I'm like thinking shitty. So sometimes I'll call somebody I'm in a bad mood, and I feel like I'll talk to them, and they're like, "Yeah, man, shit, that's a rough day. You deserve to be in a bad mood." Like they're like I almost convince them that yeah, I deserve to be depressed. And they agree with me. I'm
Mhm.
like, "Oh man." So I'm like, I think I'm doing this to people. I think I'm like I don't know, I'm calling them for help and I'm like convincing them like that I'm depressed and I deserve it. I don't fucking know. I
Yeah.
think too much.
That can be a sign of depression, thinking too much. If you're in your own head a lot,
Hmm.
that's sometimes a sign of depression as well.
I pace a lot. I'm a pacer. It's like I'll walk back and forth for hours.
See, this is one thing you'll find as well, and this is another good thing about the vaping misfits. It's not just all depression conversations. It's everything to do with mental health. So,
Hmm.
but from watching their stuff and like obviously knowing my own problems as well,
Hmm.
you realise there's a thin line between a lot of the mental health issues like depression, ADHD,
Yeah.
even going on to like autism, which is
Hmm.
something that I'm actually going to be getting um, tested for soon because I've it's something that this is something that I've realised since childhood. Like I'm all right talking to people like this.
Hmm.
You get me face to face, I'm a completely different person. Because if I'm in a conversation like this right now, to a degree, it's your show, obviously, right? But to a degree, I'm in control.
Yeah.
So I get to kind of dictate the way the conversation goes. So this is one thing that I've always had since like childhood. I've
Hmm.
never been good in social situations. A lot of temper problems that go with it as well, which is related to depression. You have temper problems, but um, I've I've had a friend recently who is autistic, who kind of saw the signs and said, have a look. So I did, and I came out like showing a lot
Yeah.
of the signals. So I'm gonna be looking into this properly.
That's the thing
Um,
with that. Yeah, you should definitely
it's
because
very hard to diagnose like later in life, but
yeah. Yeah, that would be. See, that's also because then, like, also people that are on the spectrum, like, are like, they could just come off as super creative too. So it is like,
hyper
you know what I mean?
focused.
Like a super functioning, yeah, on the
Yep.
spectrum. It almost is like, yeah, there's something about this person, but um,
You
it might
usually
just be like,
find that if they have an interest, that's all they do.
mm-hmm,
Like, and if they can't get to do that one thing, it throws everything else outside of that into shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it throws off their whole life cycle. You know, they need this thing in their lives to be able to maintain a
Yeah.
proper existence, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a fucked up thing, man. But
It's
it's
definitely.
something that I'm going to be looking into.
Yeah, yeah. I would definitely look into it. That's yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit with mental health I should get looked at. Sometimes I just think though that I'm in like just a shitty part of like I just fell on dark days, and it just like yeah, I'm pissed off because shit is just fucking shit around me right now. And if you just
This is
keep
the thing as
forward,
well.
yeah,
There's all sorts of different degrees of depression. You have like clinical genetic depression, which is what I have. I've had this practically my whole life.
mm-hmm.
It's just
It's almost like
genetics.
a
Like my
nature
whole
versus
family.
nurture thing. I almost feel like some people are born with it,
With
and
me,
some
very
people are
much so.
almost
Yeah,
kind of driven to it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. You have circumstantial
Mm-hmm.
depression as well, which is goes on to at the extreme towards PTSD. So circumstances can make you extremely depressed, where you do need medication for it to
Mm-hmm.
get yourself out of it,
Yeah.
or counselling and whatnot. But
Yeah.
it's one of those things, it's never going to disappear just by avoiding the subject and
Yeah.
kind of, as Vic Vaping with Vic would say, wrapping it up in cotton wool and putting it away.
Yeah.
You need to address the issue.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. That is. Yeah.
so
That's another thing with like drugs and alcohols. Like sometimes it feels like. Yeah, it's just like with the drug, it takes it away for a little bit. I've noticed with like THC even. It's like, let's say one day I don't, and if I were to have a bad day, I'm like more on edge
mhm.
until I do. And it's like, it's definitely not doing me a service at that point. But I do feel like it does me some kind of service, but also it does me a disservice if I don't. So like, and I
Yeah,
think it messes with me
it
psychoactively if I
depends.
don't.
This depends as well. Like, it depends on the strain.
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously, if you have I can't. I always forget the Tommy's in chat. He'll know. I know he's going to know the answer to this one.
Yeah.
One of them, sativa.
Yeah.
Um, I can't remember. I think it's sativa that
I like that
picks
one.
you up,
Yep. Yep. That's the one I
or
like.
the
Yeah.
indica. The indica, I think it is,
Yeah.
that'll
It's at
kind of
like the
make you
nighttime.
feel it.
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, the indica is not going to do you any favors if you have a predisposition to depression and mental health
Yeah,
issues.
because it's meant. That's another thing is like that shit'll tell you about yourself too. Like so then I'll get paranoid and I'll start telling myself
Mhm.
like all the bad things about myself, and then I'll start being like, oh my god, I got so much shit to do. I got to work on myself so fucking much, and then like, or I'll
Yeah,
just get stuck on one thing. I'll get stuck on one particular thing, and I'm like,
because
no,
it's
I
all
got,
you're capable of fucking thinking
yeah,
of.
yeah, I got to do
'Cause
this
you have
one
to.
thing, and then like with the ADHD too, man, it's like, dude, I don't build coils unless I go
I was right.
live. I feel like I don't want to do anything unless like somebody's watching me. It's so weird. And I think it's like the ADHD thing, like because people are watching me, I'm able to get to work. It's
Yeah,
it's
you
just
know
like
that you have to then.
yeah, it's like if
Yeah.
I so like I just built 4 3-core stagger fuse Claptons. Tonight, if I were to get an order that had to go out tomorrow, I would start building the coils, but my mind would tell myself, you might as well go live. You are just sitting here building coils. Somebody might need the company. And then also I tell myself, like, it's almost like I tell myself, I might as well, I don't know. It's like I don't want to do it because there's nobody around watching me do it. It's weird.
Yeah.
I guess
Yep.
I feel better working if somebody's like knowing I'm working. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Yes, I was right. It was indica's the one that puts you
Yeah.
in a puddle.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people like that. And then some, I like the whatchamacallit though. Or hybrid. But
Yeah, I mean, I actually I'm completely off opioid medication
that's
now
good. That's good.
for my back issues.
Okay.
almost a year. But
Mm-hmm.
thanks to the UK finally seeing sense, and I didn't know this, but it was 4 years ago the
Yeah.
UK legalized cannabis
Really?
prescriptions. Yep.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
they didn't make a big thing about it. It was just, yeah, right,
Yeah.
there you go. That's illegal. Shh. So you have to
Yeah.
kind of find it for yourself.
So you're able to use
But,
that now then, right?
yep.
That's
So
good.
that's the
Okay.
only
I wasn't
medication that
sure
I'm
how
on
much to talk because I remember the last time I talked
for
to
my
you about
pain.
stuff like this. You don't drink though, right?
No,
No, that's good. Yeah, I remember the last time I talked. Did you quit THC for a little bit?
I did.
You
I did.
did, yeah. That's what I thought.
I was
Yeah.
kind of on and off, on and off. I had sleep issues for a while.
Mm-hmm.
That was due to the chronic apnea.
Mm-hmm.
But I was kind of using it to help me sleep. I had to use indica
Yeah.
whenever I could get my hands on it because over here it's a lottery which strain you're going to get if you're buying
Really.
off the street, that is. But
Really.
yeah, but I had to use it to help me sleep. But
I'll have to show you what these people over here do, man. They're kind of professional, these drug dealers. They're
yeah,
fucking
yeah, I
crazy.
mean, it's a free market over there, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Dude,
I
I,
wish it was like that over here.
yeah, it's like I remember like well, this is like when I was getting the hard drugs, like when I was getting like Percocets and stuff. I would have to wait forever for like a dealer. Now it's like they're like we're the fastest delivery hands down. And they're like here in like 2 minutes. Like damn.
I was lucky I had a
Yeah,
guy
like,
next door.
dude, no, you gotta see. Look, I can't show you because it actually has the company name. Dude,
Ah,
their
shit.
slogan is like, it's so. Their slogan is, "We deliver grass fast."
They must have been up all night thinking about that.
Oh man.
Oh, that's awesome.
But also, did you ever mess with the? I don't want to talk about this too much, but the Delta 8 stuff.
We can't get it over here.
Yeah, it's probably better you don't. You might as well just use the regular. So it's like running out of time. Are they even doing this to me? I pay for this.
Just ignore it. I think if you ignore it, you go beyond and it just allows you to carry on anyway.
They took this money. Am I not signed into my account? I'm probably all right. We'll just ignore it and we'll see what happens. I might have to send you an invite again
That's cool.
if it kicks us out. I don't know why it's not on. I hate that. I guess it's linked to another email or something on my computer right now. So, let me say what's up to the people here too for a sec. I never said what's up to everybody. When's the last time you built coils?
Jesus. I think it was actually. I think it was actually before I had to move.
Yeah. What are you
I was
vaping right
on.
now?
I was on stock coils for a hell of a long while. Like the Boo.
Yeah.
I was on them for a long while, and then I was on pods. Just AIOs for a good while. But right now, I am back on the good stuff. I have the RDA for vaping 2
How is that?
with your aliens.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, and the Aria
Okay.
mod.
How's the RDA for
That's
vaping too?
oh, oh, so good,
You know
and
what?
it's so easy to build on as well. So easy.
Yeah. I kind of have to change my coils. I should rebuild my RDA for vaping 1. Um, what else? Have you been playing any video games?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
I was on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 for a good long while, and then what was the last one I played? The last game I was playing there was Borderlands 3, mainly because it was cheap on Steam, and then Hogwarts Legacy, which is hands down the best game I have
Yeah,
ever played. And I
yeah.
fucking hate Harry Potter with a passion.
Yeah, there's sometimes I think I want to like not do just Fortnite all the time and just post a video once in a while of me playing one game once. Like just do one
Mhm.
Harry Potter video. Just do
It's a
one.
great game.
Yeah, there's so many games like that. Like I've been
Hmm.
watching. Like, do you watch anybody that streams video games? Like Asmongold, do you know
Yeah.
him? Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no, but I know of him. I know of
Yeah.
him.
So like, I'll just watch people play. He's pretty good, and he always like. Have you ever seen Vampire? What the fuck is it called? It's like Vampire Survival. It almost looks like an old game. It's like a 2D game, but it's really good. But yeah, I just like watching people play games, and then when I watch them play the games, I'm like, man, I might like this. And I
One of
think
the
that
funniest ones that I watch is Slightly Buzzed, which is Nick Bissett. He
okay,
used to be
yeah,
Daily Vape TV.
mm-hmm,
He's funny as hell playing games because he just rages every 5 minutes.
yeah.
Funny as hell. So I watch him a hell of a lot.
I think my raging could be slightly annoying if I do it too much.
Yours is pale as tame in comparison to this
Yeah.
guy. I've seen this guy like threatening genocide.
Yeah. Oh my god. Jeez.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the thing. Yeah.
Grim as well. I watch him playing
Who?
Zelda. Grim Green.
Oh yeah, yeah. He played. So
I watch
that's
him
another
playing
game.
Zelda
Zelda
quite a lot.
games. Like I haven't played. Like the one T-shirt I wore. He came in the show one time. He's like, "Oh, I like your shirt," and I'm like completely a poser because I never played this game. You know. So it's like. So I was like, "Yeah, I better play this game just in case like he asks me questions or something."
Yes, Kim. I don't like horror games, but The Last of Us, when it comes out in PC, that is one I will most definitely be playing.
Yeah, Last
Um,
of Us. Lots of it,
yeah.
but this also gets expensive. But like, I started making money playing Fortnite too. That's another thing. Is like,
Did
I
you?
don't want to just let it. Yeah, dude, I have the
Holy
code.
shit.
I have a Fortnite code for the item shop,
I
and
was
Twitch
wondering what
pays
that
me.
was. Right.
Huh?
I was wondering what the code was. So
Yeah.
it's like a kind of a affiliate thing.
Yes. So what they do is, if you use the code, it's no extra money to you. Fortnite
Hmm.
will literally just give that creator 5% of your purchase. So if like all my friends spend $100 a month in Fortnite, I would get $5 out of that. I've got I think two checks from that over $100. With probably just a couple people using it. So if I were
Jesus.
to keep doing it, it would be a good thing. But it's also
Hmm.
like whatever I do over there kind of takes from here.
You'd
Anything
probably
I
be
do
able
over there
to
takes from
expand, like into other games.
here. Mm-hmm.
You know, obviously Fortnite's probably the biggest game right now, but
There's actually a bunch more. Actually, that's the problem with Fortnite. I started looking into it, and it's actually not a very much watched stream anymore because there are actually a lot of games that people like to watch more.
mhm.
Um, you could look it up. You could look up video games that are being watched the most, and Fortnite's like number 5. And it's like, it's bad. It's like, so there's also a lot of streamers for Fortnite. So they say that there's like one streamer for like every 6 Fortnite watchers where
Fucking
a
hell.
game like Elden Ring is like there's
Mhm.
one streamer for like every 400 viewers. So there's so many people playing Fortnite online that it's kind of a bad video game to get into right now if you want to
Yeah.
be big on YouTube or something with it. Plus the kid thing. It is a kiddish looking game and I wrestle with this with myself all the time with vaping is
Just
playing
for
the
you,
video
Tommy.
games. What's that?
Apparently there's something going on with my water bottle.
Oh, really?
I think it's because I've got the
You
background removal on.
you're you're rubbing it in. That's what they're saying. You're rubbing in the water drinking. You know I'm not allowed to have water right now, right? Did
No?
you watch the
Is this...
Philadelphia news? You didn't watch the Philadelphia news lately?
Sorry.
Okay, well, let me
I
tell you
didn't
what's
get the
happening.
memo.
Let me tell you what's happening. The Scarecrow broke out of Arkham Asylum, which is actually in Philadelphia, and he
Oh,
poured
shit.
a bunch of toxins in the Delaware River. There's
No.
latex, there's a whole bunch of stuff in our water now. And they're so Do you guys get Amber Alerts for kids like missing?
No,
So in
no,
America, kids
but
go missing so much that
we are about to get an emergency warning system put in. I think it's the end of this month, beginning of next. But I think this is like the nuclear warning.
yeah.
But
What?
they're telling us not to panic. You know,
No, apparently some kind of chemical pipe burst over the Delaware River or in the Delaware River,
yeah.
and it unleashed like thousands and thousands of gallons of toxins. So we all got alerts on our phones. Don't drink or use the water because there's latex in it. So, so now they're texting us every day like, okay, you could drink it today, but only up to this time. And you could drink it today, but only up to this time. So we're not really supposed to be drinking and using our water right now in like one of the biggest cities in the
Hang
United
on.
States.
What difference does it fucking make what time you're drinking the water if the fucking stuff's already there?
This is what I think they're doing, Big G. This is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. So they probably have a helicopter view, right? They're looking down at the ocean, right? And they see where the pipeline burst, and they see the
And
big
seeing
blob of
all those
latex.
condoms.
Yeah, the big blob, yeah, big old condom just going down because the latex is formed into one big condom, and it's just going down the ocean. And they're like, it's not at Nick's house yet. Just text him and tell him he could drink for another 24 hours. And then they go, oh, it's slower than we thought. He's got another 24 hours. I don't know what they're doing, but also I think like they probably could have just not said anything and just like mixed it up because like the water's big and it was like. I mean, really, if you take 8,000 gallons of latex and pour it into the Delaware River, I think as long as you shake up the Delaware River or mix it up, I think that you probably don't even have to say anything. So I think they should have just got like a bunch of people to just drive boats out there, stir it up, mix it up a bit so that like, by the time it gets to my tap water, what's there, a little piece of latex in there?
It's
Big
like
deal.
a thousand pool guys with
Yeah.
the little baskets fishing out all the condoms.
And then I think like this. And then I think, wait a minute, I've never heard of some. Oh, you motherfucker! It turned off. Hold on. No, I won't upgrade now. I'm a paid customer, bitch. Oh. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Dude, this is ridiculous that I'm paying for this. Like, bruh. I must be on like the wrong profile or something. The wrong email profile. It just kicked us off of the Zoom. Should be back. Yeah, it's like. So then I start thinking like. I think like, wait a minute. I've never heard of something like this happening. Are you trying to tell me that this is the first mistake that Philadelphia Water Department's ever made? Like how this is the first time anything bad's happened? Because now you're telling me that you alert us every time something bad happens? And this is the first time since I've been alive that anything bad has happened to the Philadelphia
I
Water.
smell
Get
bullshit.
the hell out of here. Dude. Yeah. Where's the paint going that I'm dumping down the drain every job? That's latex paint. Where's that going? You know?
Mhm.
Should I have been reporting that? Reporting every paint that goes down the drain? What was that? Just subscribe. Thank you for the sub. Alright, so we got 24 people watching. Thank you guys for checking me out. Alright, Big G. So do you have any drive to build again anytime soon?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that I need to, because I mean, your coils aren't going to last like
Yeah,
forever.
not forever. There's some people
So,
that tell me, they're like, yo, I still got them Staggertons. I'm like, dude, that was 8 years ago. 8 years ago. That's them
no,
people
but
like your buddies over on Proper Channel, with all the buffets. No wonder your coils last forever. You're vaping on 30 different mods. You probably hit
exactly.
it once every day.
But yeah, other than for practical reasons, I do want to get back into it for the creative reasons as well. You know, I mean, that's part of the reason why not this channel, my channel, is still there. You know,
Yeah.
otherwise I would have just closed it down and just used it for watching shit and made the One Man Stands one my main channel. But it's still there because I'm still part of the Resistance crew, whether they're doing it or not. You know, I want to get back to it. Because, like, for the same reasons as the music, it just gives me something to do and kind of shut the shit out for a while, you know. You know yourself, and everybody here that builds as well, when you're building and you have, if you're using a normal drill, the drone, that's all you hear.
Yeah.
Everything in here shuts up while
Yeah.
that drone's going, you know, so it's good, you know, for relaxation purposes as well. And it's good seeing the stuff once you've done it and you've got it there and you're proud of it.
Yeah. I've had an urge to like look back at like the old stuff. Well, I have been like looking back and just like remember like why I did what I like, why I started the channel, and like what, you know, yeah, like what got me into it, like how did I start first building and stuff and all that. And it was just like something I just wanted to pick up. It's really weird. I don't find it like, I don't know, I don't believe in too many like coincidences. I think it's amazing what happened with the vape industry, and coil building is like something that was born out of that. And I think it's amazing that it's like gone, even if it were to die today, that it was even a thing that big is crazy. And to be a part of it's a lot of fun. Still to this day, there's times where I have to sit down and build coils and I fucking dread it. I just don't want to do it. And then when I start doing it, I'm like, oh, I'm actually enjoying this now. Like once it starts coming together, I'm enjoying it. But I've been fucking up a lot too. But that might be making me enjoy it also, is because when I make the mistakes and then I nail the clean ones, I'm a lot happier with the clean ones because it was so hard to get to.
Yeah. It's just obviously I don't have my own space just now. You know, as soon as I'm in my own place and I'm settled, you know,
Yeah.
I'll have a dedicated build space again. And you know, I've still got. I mean, this is the exact same camera I'm using right now as what I used to use for streaming. But I also got this just before I had to move. It's what do you call it? The G7X Panasonic
Okay.
for doing close-ups. You know, so
Close-ups like on a live
I
stream
got-
or pictures?
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, so I could do build streams and then shit hit the fan.
I gotta
But-
get my camera checked out. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah,
It's
that
weird.
was a bloody good camera as well, man. So
Yeah, I took care of it too. I didn't ever do anything wrong to it. I don't even think I dropped it once. And yeah, I don't know if it's like the power button or what. Maybe I'll go buy another one and sneak this one into the box and return it.
it got damaged in transit.
That'll do, donkey. Yeah, see, I also think something changed with my voice. So yesterday, Miss Lily.
Oh no, he's taking the piss out of me.
I know. But I just tried to do it. And I think my voice is either changing or maybe because I'm sick. Because Lily asked me to do Austin Powers yesterday. Also, there's another thing that happens. When somebody asks me to do a certain impression or if I want to sing a certain song, it's not going to come through good unless I like project my voice. And sometimes it's late. I think when she asked me that yesterday, it was like 10:30 p.m. So if I just start like yelling like, "Girl, baby, very girl," or some shit, that was bad too. But if I have to project my voice to even get to that level. And then Bridget's down there like, dude, what the fuck? You're so fucking ignorant. It's 11:30 at night. Like, yeah, I guess I deserve that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What do you when you have you ever thought about putting is one man stand ever gonna have vocals or no? You think it's just gonna be
Hopefully,
music?
yeah. This is another reason, like, that I've not been able to do vocals. Like, you know yourself. I was a vocalist
Mm-hmm.
for the old band, and any band that I've ever been in, I was the vocalist. But I just can't get doing it here because these walls are like fucking paper.
It's such a thing. It really is such a thing.
Oh,
Dude, I want to try it so much, like just like either singing or even like, yeah, just doing something with my voice. And I do feel like I would have to set up a closet with soundproof to do it because I just really
yeah.
think that's the way I would want to do it. I
Funnily
can't.
enough, there's a guy I watch on Twitch, Mike Shreds, as in shreds on the
Mhm.
guitar, which he really does. Um, he has a walk-in closet, and he's basically soundproofed the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's his vocal booth where he streams from. That'd be ideal, an
Yeah.
ideal situation, but there's just nothing like that right
Yeah,
here,
I
right
have a
now,
pretty
kind of
big
thing.
closet. I could probably do something like that if I wanted to, but yeah, it just seems like a lot. And then all this stuff takes time from other things. That's the one thing
Yeah.
about like liking too many things is like you have to like pick one and like go with it.
Mm. But yeah, I do, Charles, and get off of my swamp.
So, yeah. Man, now I'm a little I gotta say, I think I'm a little insecure about my Austin Powers impression now that I'm thinking about it. Because
Ah, fuck it.
no, this is important. Because
Austin Powers impressions
it's
are important.
important. Yeah. It's also like kind of a cringy impression too, because everybody used to do it. And now I'm also thinking like, well, what were his lines that were so
Groovy baby.
groovy,
Yeah,
baby? I
baby.
liked the Mojo thing was funny, but
It's not my bag, baby.
this sort of thing is not my bag.
Swedish penis
This sort of
enlarger.
thing- Swedish penis enlarger with a book signed and written by Austin Powers. Penis pumps in me. This type of thing is my
That's
bag,
right.
baby. It's so good.
Dude, I don't know if it's true, but I heard that he's actually working on a new movie,
Yeah,
a new Austin Powers movie.
he was so good. That Austin Powers really was really he was really good, and that was like when Adam Sandler was huge.
Hmm.
Who doesn't want to walk for?
Oh yeah, and do I make you brandy, baby? I'll make you
I
horny,
might have to
baby.
fucking listen to it. I don't think I have his tone in my head right now, actually. I haven't listened to him in so long that I don't even have his tone. I think if I listen to his voice.
Just for you, Charles. Get in my belly.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can do the.
Oh, it's
I got
quite
bigger
easy for me.
titties than you!
I mean, I pretty much am fat bastard, so I squeezed off a little rosebud there for you. Yeah.
Have you watched any good movies recently? Or shows?
Movies. Shows, yeah, definitely. I've been watching a lot of good shows recently.
Are like all them
Um,
Star Wars ones on the Disney Channel, are they all like holding up and good?
if you're a Star Wars fan,
I liked
absolutely.
Mandalorian first two seasons. So,
If put it this way, if you're a proper Star Wars fan and not one that claims to be a proper Star Wars fan but just loves to bitch about it, if you just love that universe, you're gonna love every fucking show, especially Andor. Andor is a lot darker. It's very, it's darker than Empire and Revenge of the Sith. and it's pretty much been made for the original fans. So it's more grown up. There's
Yeah.
a lot of kind of political intrigue going on in the background. There's espionage, and it's just very gritty. Stripped back as well. I mean, it's got all the traditional Star Wars
Hmm.
stuff like ships and whatnot and the blasters, but it's very stripped back and just down to, like the fallout of the
Yeah.
Empire
I'll have to
breaking
watch
apart
that.
and whatnot.
Yeah,
But it's amazing.
it's really
The
hard for
shows
me
are
to watch something.
fantastic. I'm
Yeah.
actually hoping that Kathleen Kennedy gets the sack and the keys just get handed over to Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, because I don't know if you remember the meme, but there's a meme of two kids playing with the original Star Wars toys.
Uh-huh.
And it says Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau working on the next episode of The Mandalorian.
Just
That's
playing with toys, yeah.
exactly what it is.
Hmm.
These guys grew up as proper fans, so they know what the fans want and they deliver. So,
Yeah. No, the
um,
Mandalorians were good. I gotta catch up on. It's hard for me to watch. So, when do you watch stuff? Do you watch stuff before you go to bed?
I watch stuff kind of late in the evening.
Hmm.
The daytime is like, because as I said, the walls are like paper. I can't get doing music, so I try and get that done during the day. All
Yeah.
with the day-to-day stuff, chores and whatnot, and then evenings for sitting back and just catching up on the shows. So, Star Wars, The Last of Us was fucking beautiful.
I haven't watched it yet. I should probably watch that.
Even if, I mean, I'd never played the game, so I had no idea what to expect
Hmm.
except from what I heard from my uncle, who's a massive fan of the games.
Yeah.
But so I kind of knew the premise of this of the show, but it is beautiful. It's just a lovely story. Not, it's not a beautiful story by any means because it's a post-apocalypse, but
Yeah.
it is a lovely story as well. But what was the other one I watched recently? I just thought I'm going to try this. It was on Netflix. When you're flicking through stuff and you're like,
Yeah, I know it very well. That's
I'll give it a go. And it was Diableros. It's a Mexican
Diableros.
show. A
Oh.
Mexican show
Did
on
you have to read
Netflix.
it?
No, no.
No. Okay.
Well, yeah, you can put on the subtitles or you can put
Yeah.
on the audio overdub. But I like watching stuff with the original, dialogue. So I don't mind reading. Um, but it was actually a bloody good show.
Yeah.
It's basically about Mexican demon hunters.
Oh, really? That's
And there's only two seasons. It sadly get axed, but the two seasons, it doesn't leave you on a big cliffhanger. It
yeah.
ties it all up. But yeah, it's a bloody good show. It was
Mexican
surprising
demon
actually.
show. It just reminds me of From Dusk Till Dawn when you said that.
It's kind
Yeah.
of got that vibe. It's kind of got that vibe. It's got a good dose of humor in there as well, but it gets really dark at times. So that was the last one I watched. Movie wise, I think the last movie I watched was Wakanda Forever.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. I also haven't watched all the John Wicks. I gotta watch the John Wicks.
I haven't seen I've only seen two of them.
Two of the John Wicks.
Yeah,
1 and 4.
only two.
1 and 2.
R.I.P. Lance Reddick.
What do
But,
you What do you think about? Never mind. I was gonna ask you, what do you think about? What do you think about Americans?
um,
No, what do you think about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard?
Johnny Depp. I'm not saying he's innocent, right?
Hmm.
I'm not saying that he didn't lay a hand on her, but let's face it, you had that bitch in your fucking face constantly.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to be a fucking Shaolin monk to not fucking retaliate.
What I see in Johnny Depp is that he could. I don't think he did like put his. Maybe he put his hands on her like for her to stop hitting, or maybe once he. I don't know. It wouldn't be good either
If he
way.
did, I would probably say it was self-defense.
Yeah, if it was something like that. But what I see is, I think he could probably manipulate a situation, and
Mhm.
that's kind of what I feel like I
Any
see.
actor could.
Yeah.
Any actor could.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get the impression though that he put on any kind of facade the whole way through the trial. I was watching practically every day, and not once did I get the impression that he was embellishing or putting on an act
No, the
in any
story's
way.
so crazy that it's like when
His
they're
story
talking
was
about.
so consistent
Yeah.
as well, and you watch Amber Heard, and she was like constantly looking down, as if, right, what do I say here? What do I say? How do I make this
Yeah, trying to
go in my favor? You
catch up
know,
on her lies. Yeah.
but she's an absolute fucking nut job.
Yeah, and she's like hot in some movies, but I don't even really think she's that hot, to be honest. I
Neither
think
do
she's
I. I don't
okay.
find her attractive in the
Yeah, I don't
fucking
think she's that
slightest.
great. But
She's too fake in more than one way. I mean, she's just
yeah.
a fake all round. And I sincerely hope that she has been completely fucking axed from Aquaman 2.
Yeah, there's also a part of me that is like, well, when do you start forgiving people for shit like this? Or do you never? Like, if you're a movie star and you fuck it up, should you just be canceled and just like, yo, you got the golden ticket and you fucked it up, so guess what? Oh
No,
well.
I mean, let's face it, he's come out of. I honestly think he was basically him going back to alcohol and the drugs. I
Mm-hmm.
think he was off. He was off them for a good while. I mean,
Yeah.
you need to remember he owned the Viper Club with River Phoenix.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
Yep, he owned the Viper Club,
What exactly was the
and
Viper Club?
the Viper Club was L.A. Hollywood, and it was like the biggest nightclub around for
I
a
was
good long
imagining
while.
this.
Just a bunch of snakes having a rave.
Yeah. No, dodgeball when they come out, the cobras come out. The Viper Club.
But no,
No,
it was
Amber,
like
you can't
one
be a
of the
part of
most.
the biker.
It was one of the most popular nightclubs, but it was apparently riddled with drugs and alcohol. Well, obviously alcohol. It was a nightclub, and he apparently blamed himself in a big way for River Phoenix overdosing.
Oh, really?
So he went downhill and basically had to pull himself back out of it.
Yeah.
And he abstained for a good while. And I honestly think that if you've got somebody that toxic in your life, you've got one or two choices. You're going to either try and keep the relationship going and salvage it if you're the type of person that wants to not a relationship to fail. You're going to try and salvage it.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're going to go back into old habits again because it's an escape. And I think that's what it was. He was basically forced to escape.
Yeah.
He was sleeping. He was sleeping all day, every day, practically. And then the night was for partying again because he was escaping that fucking toxic bitch.
Yeah, I mean, there's parts of me that feels for him, and then there's parts of me that just goes like, I don't know, dude. Like, buy another house and move out. I don't like you are literally Jack Sparrow. So
Yeah.
there's a part of me that just says like, why not just like leave it and walk it all away? And
He
then
probably didn't want to be tarred with the same brush over and over again, where he's just constantly got a life of failure and failed relationships. So
and then like sometimes I look in and I'm like, you dumb idiot. Like if I spent an hour with Amber Heard, I would know, like, okay, I probably don't want to get involved with this girl. Definitely ain't gonna marry her because she's
Bitch is
probably gonna take me.
crazy.
Yeah, like you could spend an hour with her and just know, like. So then I go, like, some of these movie stars are just getting their young starlets. You know, he's like 55, she's like 30, and like it's almost like, did they weigh the options? Like, yeah, I might be marrying a crazier younger girl who might leave me for a younger guy on a set, but you know what, I'm 55 years old and I am having sex with a girl that almost every guy in the world wants to have sex with, so I'm gonna weigh my options.
Almost.
And then yeah, almost
Almost.
besides us two, everybody besides us two. I can't believe all of you want to fuck Amber Heard besides me and Big G. Oh my god, you're disgusting.
You can keep her.
Yeah.
Any bitch that shits in your bed? No, I'm sorry. There's the door.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then like the doing drugs thing, like she does drugs too. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Justin
Proven.
Crabtree. Thank you for the donut, Justin
But
Crabtree.
yeah, I was watching it every day, and it was like I said. I'm not saying he's blameless, but I think a lot of the shit,
Yeah.
if there was a hint of truth in any of what she said, about him beating her, she's embellishing, and I think it was honestly self-defense, because you could see her in any of the videos. She was provoking him. She was deliberately pushing the buttons.
Okay.
It was like she knew what she was doing.
I got a question for you. So also, what you had to take into consideration is like a lot of people
I'm
were
not
just
saying it's all right.
Like a lot of people were on Johnny Depp's side because we've literally watched him grow up since a kid in movies. And I think at a certain point, it's like she was really up against it with that case. It's like you are literally causing problems with one of like our most beloved people on the planet.
Mhm.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, it was a losing battle before she even fucking started the case.
Yeah.
Charles,
So,
I can't build right now. I don't, other than the fact I don't have the space. Like, my hands are too shaky at the moment.
yeah, so Big G said he's gonna get a build station up soon. He will be building again, just not.
Oh yeah, I will be back
Yeah.
to it eventually. Just
So,
need to sort some shit out.
does anybody have any questions, either vape related or whatever, for us? So we're probably gonna shut this down in like 20 minutes. It'll be an hour at 7 o'clock. We're gonna shut this down. Yeah, this will be like the first. I really would like to just do this every week with a different person. Have like, and maybe I'll get like a set of questions ready or something. But today it was pretty easy. I didn't have anything prepared, but I knew me and Big G could just talk about whatever. Yeah, and I had to check this Zoom thing, and obviously I have to fix it because it wants to kick me off every 38 minutes. So what? Are you working on anything artistic right now?
I've got a load of cover tracks that I'm working on just now. The last one I done was, what was it? Gojira, Toxic Garbage Island, which is a fucking beast of a track. That was the last one I done. I'm working on an Avatar track, the band, not The Last Airbender or that shitty movie. And a 9 Inch Nails track. I have other electronic stuff that I'm working on. So yeah, a load of stuff like in the works.
Nice.
And I do want to start. I have kind of started another album, but as I said, I kind of put it on hold so that I can just make sure I'm in the right headspace and figure out how I'm going to blend the two styles together and whatnot.
You should try to find. Hold on, there is. Where do all the leopard later? All right, Kim.
I'm laughing at fucking Meta's comment.
Yeah, I'll get there. All right, so first question, where do all the leprechauns live? Uh,
At the end of the rainbow.
at the end of the rainbow. No Joe has a question. How can Big G sleep at night knowing how many pairs of perfectly good panties he's gotten soaked with that damn music of his? Damn. Yeah, that's
Oh, that's awesome, man.
so how often do you draw? You're a really good drawer. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
the last
Because
one, the last drawing I done was the one of Ashton Palmer.
yeah, that I seen that. I was actually
Sadly,
scrolling through your thing.
sadly that and your picture got left at the other place.
Oh, really?
I
It's a
had to,
good thing you
I
took like
literally had to up and leave without my stuff. So
it is such a good character of me. Like any time I show that to somebody, they're like, "Oh my god, that is you." That's crazy. It really
I
did
just,
capture a whole bunch of stuff good.
I just love the fucking Ned getting abducted.
Yeah. The fact that you drew me twice is crazy.
Yeah,
There's
I haven't drawn since the Ashton Palmer, but one of those things I always kind of come back to drawing eventually. It's not one of those things like the music where I'm heavily into it, you know.
when okay, so creatively using THC creatively, when would you let's say okay, do you do that? Do you like use THC and then go draw or something, or is that like always like your escape or your medicine?
No, it's just that's
Yeah.
I view it. It's not recreational anymore. It's purely medicine nowadays, and it's always the exact same strain and level of THC.
Yeah.
It's the way they do it over here is it's regulated and manufactured as medicine, so it's all got to be precisely the exact same dose,
Really?
exact same level of THC, CBD, blah blah blah. So I'm all, and it's they actually give you a dosage as well of
Yeah.
what to take. I don't smoke it, I vape it.
Yeah.
I haven't combusted anything in 5 years.
That's probably good. I started using combusting like a little recently actually, and I wasn't. And I do notice that might be what's happening with my voice. And I've been like I got sick last week and I noticed that I was spitting up different stuff than I usually do because of that. Yeah. But
See,
I'm
this
gonna
is the thing that a lot of people don't realize is it's you're still inhaling, the pretty much ash
mm-hmm.
as well, because you're burning the papers,
Yeah, the papers or the blunts or
so
the yeah. What
excuse me,
so how long have you not been smoking cigarettes for?
5 years at least.
5?
Yeah, because I was dual using I've been vaping dual using since 2013, 2014.
I think that's the way to
It
go. I
took me a
started dual
long
using.
time to
Yeah.
properly get off of the cigarettes completely.
I
So it's
think
at least 5 years.
yeah. I would say most people that quit smoking right fucking I would say that most people that quit smoking start off dual using. I would think that that's the way to go. Like just get a vape, keep your cigarettes. Don't make it a punishment on yourself, you know? Um
Mhm.
get your cigarettes, get your vape, and then like when you're at work, instead of going outside one time, hit your vape. And then maybe
Mhm.
one time it really does just get like you get sick of the taste of cigarettes after you vape something that actually tastes
Oh,
good that's giving you your nicotine.
last
Um
time I tried, oh man, I was nearly fucking sick all over the place, man. It's just, it was a joint
mhm.
somebody handed to me. I went to take one puff, and you would think a joint, excuse me, would be
Do you have a sneeze
nothing.
button? You have a sneeze button, don't you? I got a
Oh,
sneeze button. Watch.
I have
Ah!
allergies. Um,
Did it work? I think it worked.
but I tried to take a puff of a joint, and my God, it was awful, man. It was like literally eating the contents of an ashtray.
It was. Oh
I
man, you
used
didn't
to
like the
love a
taste
joint.
that much? Yeah.
Nope, hated that even.
Yeah, that's. I like it. I guess it brings me back sometimes. It's weird. I don't.
I
I
thought
don't.
it would.
Yeah, I'm usually a bowl, but once in a while,
Yeah,
we like
'cause
to
I
get
used to love a
gangster.
joint. I
Yeah.
used to love a joint, but no.
I feel like it's a
Nowadays, I
waste
can't.
too. Would you say the
Oh,
quality of like flour you're getting there is a good quality?
um,
It got better. I mean, like it did it get better in time.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, for a good while, I mean, I'm going back years to when I was a proper recreational user.
Mhm.
As I said, it was a lottery to what you could get, but
Mhm.
it was always solid. Wasn't even grass of any kind. It was solid.
Yeah.
So it was like pollen um, made into a block that you had to burn before you could even put it in a joint.
Yeah.
So, and then it was all you could get was grass, but it was different strains every time you went to the guy to get it. But nowadays, like medicinal, it's the quality is always the exact same, always, um, and the exact same strength. So it does the job. I mean, as I said, I've been off opioids since almost a year.
Did you use that to get off of them, or do like what do the
Hmm.
doctors do there when you have to get off of opioid? Do they just take you off, or do they wean you down?
It depends on your doctor. I mean, I remember,
Yeah.
you
Okay.
remember I was on the two different lots of morphine
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
for the back pain, and and that shit was fucking horrible. I was on them for nearly a year, only almost a year. But even coming off them, then coming off the morphine, I was getting hallucinations, like seeing stuff at the
Yeah.
corner of my eye, moving, and
Mhm.
there's nothing there. Hearing shit,
Yeah.
I'd hear what I thought was my partner at the time shouting me,
Yeah.
and I'd shout back, "What did you say?" And she'd be like, "I never even fucking said anything." But
Do
I
you?
heard it clear as day, you
Yeah.
know. But with this, I took myself off of everything as soon as I got the prescription.
Yeah.
As soon
Good.
as I got the prescription, I just took myself off with all the opioids.
It definitely
So,
helps. That's kind of how I got back into it. Was when I was coming off methadone.
mhm,
Um, I used it to like lean on with the uncomfortability, which I probably didn't need to. I just did,
yeah.
and then I just found like good things in it for me. It's good to unwind. That's really all. I don't
Hey,
really. What's that?
Jessie Lorna, she's just saying hi.
Oh yeah.
Um, but no, it's definitely helped in a big way because I mean I've got the dry flower to vape.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like when I was on the morphine, I had to take one in the morning and one
Mm-hmm.
at night, and that was like the slow release morphine.
Yeah.
And then I'd have one that I could take if the pain got any worse while I was still on that slow release,
Yeah.
just to kind of top it off. Um, and it's kind of similar the way they do it here with the medicinal cannabis. You get an oil,
Okay.
pure cannabis oil that you put under your tongue, and that's the slow release system. So I take that in the morning and then late at night, and then I've got the dry flower if I need it throughout the day to kind of top it off if the pain gets any worse.
Yeah. That's
So
morphine was hard for me to abuse. I remember I tried to, and it was really hard for me to. I think I would have had to take a lot. I used to
oh, it's
steal it off my grandmother. She
I
would.
shouldn't laugh, but fuck's sake.
But yeah. Okay. So yeah. I guess I'll explain it like this. I guess sometimes she didn't take all of hers, so she would
Aye,
have last month's bottle just chilling there. I guess just in case.
yep.
And like after like half the month would go by, if I seen like any amount in there, I would take a couple because I was
Mhm.
like, she's done with this month. She's got this month coming. It was a bad thing to do. There's no justification to make it sound good. I was a piece of shit stealing fucking morphine off my grandmother.
We all done shit.
Yeah.
We all done bad shit back in the day. But
Yeah.
but yeah, it's a hell of a lot better than the alternative, this stuff. Hmm.
Yeah.
And it does help. I mean, it helps me sleep as well, as well as, the pain relief. It helps
I
me
just
sleep.
hate that it costs
Hmm.
money, really. I think if it didn't cost money, we'd be
See, this
good.
is the only thing as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have the NHS and medication's free on prescription, but you still need to pay for this.
Really?
It, it's slightly less than
That's good.
street
It's
price.
less than street?
Slightly. Ever so it's just enough to keep you away
Really?
from going
Okay,
to
that is
somebody else.
completely opposite here. So if you want to go to a dispensary, you would get an eighth or a quarter. Justin Crabtree, you're so fucking generous. Thank you very much. You the man. Um,
Wait,
if you get like an eighth at a dispensary, it's like $85. I
mm,
could get probably that same thing on the street for like 55. So
yeah,
what's like 80 at a dispensary is like 50
it's
in the street.
it's the opposite over here. I mean,
Mm.
it's the chart over here. Street. I don't know what it is now, but back when I was using recreationally, um, it was per gram. So you were paying say 20 to 30 pounds, which is what, $40
That's a lot
per
for a
gram
gram.
for a gram.
That's like the best. Like if I wanted to get the best gram that they had, that's how much it would cost.
And this is like it could have been just the guy might have been out in his lawn and
Yeah.
just fucking ground up a whole bunch of
Right?
lawn
Yeah.
cuttings and gave you. It didn't matter what you were getting. It was per gram, and it was always at least 20 to 30 pounds per gram.
You know what I used to do to the drug
Here,
dealers?
I'm getting 10 on this. I get 10 grams for £65.
Mm.
So that's what, $80 for 10 grams
I used to weigh. I used to weigh my opponent's my weed
legally.
dealing my weed dealing opponent's bags in front of their customers to show them like that their bags weren't all the same or to show them that they're getting ripped off because I would sell like exact like so most of the time I would say like this stuff's really good. These are .7 bags. So it wouldn't be a gram. I would tell you straight up, this isn't a gram. You're paying for a gram that ain't a gram. And then if they told me like, somebody else got it, I would say, yeah, let me see the weed, and I would weigh their bags individually. I'd be like, yeah, this one's a gram and a half. This one's like fucking .9 grams. This dude's just fucking. You never know what you're getting with this guy. At least with me, you get
Yep.
like it measured out. You're always gonna get the 7. And then I would do shit like that, and I would get into a lot of trouble coming around with my scale, measuring other drug dealers' fucking drugs.
It's one of my mates used to do that, and I just thought you're going to get us stabbed one of these days. I remember back in the days, like we went to some shady
Mm-hmm.
people, and there was one guy. I remember his house was actually in the process of getting broken into by disgruntled customers, shall we say,
Yeah.
or opposition dealers. But yeah, it was. We were there, and this guy was a.
Oh no! Damn it! Dude, I hate Zoom right now. We're about to shut the. Let me get this story out of him, and then we're gonna start shutting it down for tonight. Um. Does anybody. If anybody wants to be on next week, let me know. There's been a couple people I've talked um, to do this, but nobody's like, I don't have anybody set up yet to come live with me. Oh, that's what we could do. Oh man, if he has a little, that's what I wanted to do. Shit, I don't know if it's good this time though. I'm sorry, Big G.
That's all right, man.
And
I finished the sentence anyway in chat.
oh, okay, good. I should have had your Instagram up, but we'll just like do that next time. Hopefully, you'll want to do this with me again. So,
Absolutely,
We'll
man.
do that next time. But I do want to start wrapping it up because it is super late where you're at. So what is it?
No, that's all
Almost?
right.
Is it 5 hours now that you're different?
Yeah, it's back to 5 hours
Back to
again.
five, yeah.
So it's like midnight.
12, yeah, it's midnight. So, once again, Big G is a fellow coil builder. He was on the same team as me, the Resistance crew. He's still on that team. The team is still going. But recently, he's been doing his one man stand. He's making music, and it's called One Man Stands. I listen to it over on Spotify. You can also listen to it over on YouTube. The link's in the description. Same thing with his Instagram and his YouTube. All of his links are in there. You can listen to his album. There's a link in the description down there. Um, Coil
And it
Club
isn't
is.
shit.
It isn't shit too. It isn't shit. Okay. No, it is really good. I do listen to it. Even there was a show where we listened to the whole album.
Hmm.
So other than that, yeah, this is Coil Club, and I would like to do this at least once a week. Is just like have somebody else on to talk with me. Maybe we could get some kind of um, system of how this show goes. Maybe we do the buffets in the beginning, and then maybe I have certain questions. I don't know, or maybe most of the people we just come on and build. Maybe next time Big G's on here, we just come on and build. Maybe we don't talk so much and we build and talk. So we could do that. Um, so if anybody's interested on coming on next week, hit me up on Instagram or whatever, and if not, I'll just start messaging people.
Yep.
Um,
Oh, and shout out to Proper Coils. Apparently I'm on his show on Friday now as well.
that would be good. Yes. So he did ask for that, and then there's yeah, the other guys on there might ask you too because they have a show as well. But yes, I did also
Right?
say that to Proper Coils when I left his show last week is if I want to do a show like this and I'm going to be getting coil builders and people in the community on, um, first of all, you definitely will get more exposure coming on here. I know it doesn't seem like a big channel, but like 300 people watch the video, you're going to get at least a couple likes and follows over on your Instagram or whatever.
Yeah.
In addition, people are going to see you on my channel and they're going to say, oh, he does live shows. Well, we need people to do live shows with us. People look for people to do Zoom shows with because it's content for them. So
Mm,
if you get on this show, most likely you would have a chance to get on another show as well if you wanted
mhm.
to. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah, and I'm pretty much open to having any of the coil builders out there that I've talked to. So many people have asked me, and I said, yeah, we'll do it one time, and we haven't. There's nothing wrong with you. I just didn't do it. If you want to text me again, if you're still around, text me. I know Ohm Chaser Coils is one of them. I want to get on
Awesome.
Inked and Spun would be fun. I got like my whole chat up here. There's a whole bunch. And then there's ones that I've done with. Kim wants to do a show with me. Maybe we'll get Kim next week or something.
Hey,
Kim's fun to do a show with, and Freddie. We might get both actually. Might get Freddie and Kim. Um,
awesome.
there's a whole bunch of people I'd like to bring on. Some people don't like going live, but there's a lot of them that do like going live that would do this with me. So, anything else, Big G? You wanna
No,
plug
just
anything?
thanks for having me on, man.
No,
It was
thanks for coming on. Yeah.
bloody good catching up again, man. It's been
Yeah,
too
yeah,
long.
yeah.
And I'm sorry I'm not around that hell of a lot, but I
No,
just
you're good.
get caught. I just kind of lose myself in my own shit a lot of the time.
No, as long as you're
So,
good and everything is going good with you, it's all good with me.
but yeah, thanks, man. And we didn't need subtitles, Charles, because some people do understand me.
Big G, super great to see you here. Justin Crabtree says, the older I get, less distortion I use. Angus and Milgram AC/DC. Oh, he's talking about music.
Mm.
Life is yeah. All right,
Yeah.
everybody. I want to say thank you all for watching. I see Casper Coils out there. Thank you for watching Casper Coils, Justin Crabtree, Chasing Cloud and Flavor Reviews, Charles Mace, Chrome, Jay Blaze, Miss Lily. What's up, Lily? Chessie's out there. What's up, Chessie? Wire Talk with Big G. I don't know if I said hi to Jeremiah Hunter. What's up? The real Tommy V's been out there all night. A lot of you
That's
have.
that
I've
guy.
been seeing all Omno Joe. Shout out to Omno Joe. Go check out Omno Joe for your MMA, UFC needs. GTT Wincam, what's up? Thank you for watching. Red Eye Loon. Stephen AKN1, of course. Tyler the Vapor, what's up, what's up? If I missed your name, Lanakai, I think I'm pronouncing that right.
I think that's Hawaiian, isn't it?
It kind of sounds it, or I'm just saying it Hawaiian. You voted for, at least one of us voted for Lily. I think I'm in the doghouse with Lily. I haven't voted for her yet. I gotta go over there and vote for her. I was making a thumbnail. Is my screen messed up?
No. Oh, wait.
How long has that been like that?
I have no idea.
God.
You can still see us. Fuck it.
I hope that wasn't like that forever.
Oh, and just obviously before I go, my braid coil tutorials are still up there
Oh, yeah?
on the channel. I deleted all my vape content from the channel except for the tutorials, so the braid coils are still there. Tutorials. Coils?
Did you delete them or put them, like, unlist them?
I just deleted everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
But
I thought they was going to
the
come and get you.
tutorials are still there.
I leave them up because I hope them motherfuckers come and get me. I got some fucking shit to say. I like to say to their face. they're trying to... Dude, vaping's good. Stop it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Did you save them to a terabyte card or anything, or no?
I downloaded, there's a thing you can do, oh, I can't even remember what it's called, but it's through Google, because obviously YouTube's tied into Google, but you can download your entire library in one go.
Really?
Your
Even
entire
me?
YouTube library.
Even me?
It comes in like in a compressed folder. And so I still have everything somewhere.
Yeah. I had a crazy idea at one time to like go through all the other YouTube channels I've been on and grab them videos and make a channel just out of the videos of the other channels I've been on. There would probably be like 100 videos. Like fucking Black Cat White Face, Fresh 03. I did that Russia. There's so many of them. There's so many different channels I've been on. You too.
Yeah.
Saturday Night Vapor was fun times. I'd like to do that again. The thing is like, it was like a show kind of based around like drinking. And I just don't, yeah, that's not what I wanted. But we could shed time up in here. I don't care.
Well, not everybody drank on the channel, but...
Yeah, I guess that's what it felt like for me. Yeah, I guess that was for me at that time. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, there's been a couple of people asking for the show back again, but let's just say as soon as my home situation gets sorted, it might make a return.
Yeah. That would be fun. We should definitely do something like that one night. I think Lily would have fun doing one of them streams with us. But, yeah. I'm going to shut it down now, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching. We had a steady 20 people plus in here the whole time. That's good. That's good. I'm going to take a break from streaming tomorrow. I might play some Fortnite tonight. Actually, I think I'm definitely going to play Fortnite tonight, probably live streaming. I don't know where. I don't know if I'm going to do YouTube or Twitch, to be honest. So, we'll see. But I think I am going to play since it's still early. I do have to get some COIL packages together, but that's all I have to do. So, Big G, I want to thank you again for coming on. It was fun. I'm going to shut this show down. And, yeah, that's it. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and all that good stuff. Don't forget to go follow Big G and check him out on all his social medias. All the links are in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this show. If you want to see more shows like this where I'm chatting with somebody else in the community, let me know. This was like, I planned nothing for this show. We pretty much just hit the button and just started talking. Big G wasn't even in the Zoom when I started the show. Like, when you seen us come on is when we first started talking to each other. He was, so that was literally all we said. We didn't talk to each other earlier today at all about anything. So this is us talking after, damn, it seems like a couple years. So it's good.
At least 2.
Yeah. So it's good to keep in touch. Everybody, I am out of here. Thank you all for watching. Peace out.